Hey Earthlings, welcome to another Alien Diaries. Today we're gonna talk about the close-up Magician of the Year competition at the Magic Circle that happened last night, and I'm gonna do a Q&A with some stuff I got from social media. Before we get into the Q&A, let's talk about the close-up competition at the Magic Circle last night, which was, so good, so good. So, spoiler alert, I didn't win, I didn't make the top 3, but oh my god, the competition was fantastic. The audience was great and really, really good show. Congrats to Ed for winning. I've never seen him perform and I was absolutely astounded, and I can't wait to see him live, and hopefully he'll come down and do mine and Steve's show so then we can see him live. The circle was really, really busy last night. Again, if you're not a magician, if you're just a muggle and you've never been to the Magic Circle, just check out the website magiccircle.co.uk. We do a lot of close-up magic nights where you can come down and see us perform magic and see the building and see the museum. It's really, really cool, and the atmosphere is fantastic. So I encourage you to maybe do that. It'd be really, really cool. Okay, so I'm gonna take a question from LinkedIn and a question from Twitter first, and then we're gonna move on to Facebook. Number 1 comes from Shabir, and he asks, "What's your favorite trick, and has it ever gone wrong?" My favorite thing to perform kind of changes from week to week, month to month, depends on what thing I'm working on that month or whatever. But I would say yes. I think most of my favorite things have failed, because for a thing to be my favorite, I have to perform it so many times to perfect it. And in order to perfect something, you gotta make mistakes. So yes, and I guess my favorite current trick is the invisible bullet catch that I do. If you haven't seen that yet, I urge you to come down to our shows to see that live. Okay, so next we're gonna go to Twitter. Several questions. Let's start. Okay, when did you get into magic? About 15 years ago. So I guess I was about 15 years old. What's your favorite trick? I guess it's not specific of something I perform, so I would say maybe David Copperfield flying. Why no top hat and cape? Nice. I'm working on the cape because obviously I love capes. And the top hat, I don't really like the top hat, but I agree magicians should bring back wearing hats. Who do you look up to in the Magic Circle? I mean, I'm probably gonna annoy the people I'm not gonna mention, so I'm just gonna mention one because he's amazing, Chris Wood. If you didn't do magic, what would you do? Astronaut. Space pilot. Something space related, probably. I love space. Can you turn me into a dragon? No. I mean, if I could, I'd turn us both into dragons and then just fly into space. Space dragon. Last question from Twitter. Favorite moment from a show? I would say I've just seen David Blaine's new show, new theater show, and I don't know. I know it's cheating to say every moment, so I won't say that. So I'll just say the first thing he does. So if you do see him live, the first thing he performs is absolutely fantastic, and it's probably one of my favorite moments ever. Okay, so we're gonna go to Facebook now. We have a bunch of stuff here, so let's start with Rowan's question. Is it actually a circle or more of an oval shape? Definitely a circle. Definitely a circle. I guess to see, you'll just have to come down and visit us at the Magic Circle and see if it's really a circle. Steve, how did you feel when you won the competition for the first? I didn't win, Steve. I didn't even make the first 3. Why are you making me feel so bad? Why would you ask this? You're a terrible human being. So first question from Colin is, what was your first paid gig? Looking back, do you cringe or do you feel you nailed it? Okay, so I'm gonna read the second question as well because it kind of like I can answer both at the same time. So the second question from Colin is, when did you start to feel like you were actually good enough to get paid? And the answer to both of those was, like, I never actually thought I would make money from magic. I started magic because I loved it, so I kept practicing and getting better and performing to people. And then my first gig was, I think it was a wedding. I'm 90% sure it was a wedding. But I remember somebody just coming up to me and saying, "Hey, do you want to come do magic at my party? And I'll give you money." And I think that's when the penny dropped for me, and I was like, "Whoa! If I actually make a career out of this, that's amazing." So I would say, thinking about it, I don't cringe, but also I still watch my TV show from Romania that's over 10 years old, and God, it's so cringy. Yeah, I'll probably do a vlog next week talking about my Romanian TV show that's super old and how that came to be. But yeah, it's super cringy, and like I'll watch a video that I did last week and I think it's cringy, so I hate watching myself. Michael asks, does a swimming pregnant woman count as a human submarine? Yes. I have decided that yes, it does. Thank you for the question, Michael. Very, very good. Neil asks, if you could be a fish, what fish would you be? I could be a shark, obviously, because they're cool and shark-like. Oh, Dean, sorry, I missed your question. The greatest album of all time is Smoke and Mirrors. That one. I'll show you. That one right there. That's the greatest album of all time, Dean. Fight me. Fight me about it. What are you gonna do? And last questions from Colin. By the way, Colin, thanks for helping me out with all of these questions, because otherwise this vlog would be 1 minute long. Who inspired you to start magic? David Blaine, 100%. I saw his special, and it was one of the most amazing things I've ever seen. What's the end game for you? Where do you want to achieve? What do you want to achieve within your career? We do another year of this show that I do with Steve every month, and take it to the Fringe next year, and then maybe do like a mini UK tour with that show, and ideally like a TV special or Britain's Got Talent thing, just to get a bigger audience for my stage shows. And after that, I really would love to get into acting and just have magic as just my hobby, or something that I can just do when I want to do. But yeah, there's a lot of work to be done to get there. So yeah, that's kind of my plan. When did you decide you wanted to join the magic circle? Well, I visited, basically. I visited the place, and as soon as I saw the building and the library and the museum and everything, I was just, yeah, I want to be a member. And last question from Barry. Hey Barry, how are you? What was the last trick performer that amazed you? Well, this is perfect to end it up, because we started with the close-up competition, and we're ending with this because the performer that amazed me, the last one that amazed me, was Ed, that won the close-up competition at the Magic Circle last night. He was so good. And that was it, I guess. Thanks for watching another Alien Diaries. If you have any more silly or not silly questions, please leave them in the comments. And just to finish off, I want to ask you, if you've ever seen a live magic show, what's the one thing you remember from the magic show? And if you've never seen a live magician, what's your favorite TV magician that you've ever seen? Thanks a lot for watching again. See you all next time. Bye.